Hi, and welcome to day one of the Topps Amateur Showcase, also known as Bowman Scout Day. Today, position players will show off their talents in a tryout setting, participating in batting practice, the 60-yard dash, and situational defensive drills. Scouts will be grading players with the standard 20 to 80 scouting scale and will, of course, be looking for projectable skills that may translate to future success in professional baseball. Good luck to all those involved as draft day approaches. And now, MLB The Show's special coverage of the annual three-day Topps Amateur Showcase is on the air. Today, we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the West region and the prospects representing Jamal Kelly, set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number.
Hey, nobody away.
Jose De La Rosa makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Rowe barehands it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to. Coming to the plate now, Dylan Rowe, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Wallace will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, catcher
Ricky Shell will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of With the draft coming up a fortnight away, the best young amateur talent in the world have gathered to compete in the three-day Topps Amateur Showcase here on MLB The Show. 1 game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead. Dylan Rowe makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Tap fouled at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounded to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
batting sixth, left fielder
Sandy Harris strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Eastern Prospects win this one 2-1. So long, everybody.
for the East. 2 runs on 8 hits. Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. Rounds 1 through 4 are complete, and we will now begin the 5th round. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick of the 5th round, the Philadelphia Phillies select Tony Pryor, a starting pitcher from the Central Region. With the second pick in the 5th round, the Cincinnati Reds select Marcus Wilkerson, a shortstop from the West Region. With the third pick of the 5th round, the Atlanta Braves select Philip Lee, a relief pitcher from the International Region. With the fourth pick in the 5th round, the Oakland Athletics select Felipe Reyes, a second baseman from the International Region. With the 5th pick of the 5th round, the Milwaukee Brewers select Omar Rubio, a left fielder from the Central Region. With the 6th pick in the 5th round, the Colorado Rockies select Benji Varela, a center fielder from the East Region. With the 7th pick of the 5th round, the Miami Marlins select Rory Sears, a closing pitcher from the West Region. With the 8th pick in the 5th round, the San Diego Padres select Rich Colon, a starting pitcher from the West Region. With the 9th pick of the 5th round, the Detroit Tigers select Richard Basic, a relief pitcher from the West Region. With the 10th pick in the 5th round, the Chicago White Sox select Anthony Bowles, a catcher from the East Region. With the 11th pick of the 5th round, the Seattle Mariners select Buck Hurst, a closing pitcher from the International Region. With the 12th pick in the 5th round, the Boston Red Sox select Rafael Barrios, a relief pitcher from the Central Region. With the 13th pick of the 5th round, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Luis Estrada, a closing pitcher from the International Region. With the 14th pick in the 5th round, the Tampa Bay Rays select Dylan Rowe, a third baseman from the East Region.
All right, we're making our way through the middle rounds of the first-year player draft now. What do you guys have to say about this most recent selection?
Well, at this point, it's really hard to tell how any of these mid-round picks will turn out. I'm sure some of them will exceed expectations and become productive big leaguers, but most of the time, these guys are likely to be what we call career minor leaguers. Most organizations.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the American League East, the Toronto Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 2-1. In other Rays news, starting pitcher Drew Smythe The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, Elmer Corona drove in 3, leading Tampa Bay to a win over Kansas. Complete game shutout on the mound, helping lead the Blue Jays over the Yankees 3-0. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Red Sox got 11 overall hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-1. Mike Napoli had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Indians got the win over the Rangers 5-4. He also extended his hitting streak to a modest 8 straight. The Tigers smacked 15 team hits as they destroyed the Angels 13-1. The A's pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 1-0. It was their 7th win in a row. Phil Hughes twirled 8 solid innings, allowing only 1 earned run, yet still Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the American League East, the Orioles got together to allow 4 hits as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 2-1. The Yankees amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Red Sox 9-8. Jed Lowry was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs as the A's took care of the Blue Jays 7-3. J.D. Martinez plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading Detroit to the win over Kansas City 13-3. The Minnesota Twins knocked out 10 hits as a team as It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, Cole Hamels got the W, his 11th this season, as the Rangers downed the Rays 3-2. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. The Baltimore Orioles put together 10 hits total as they got the home victory against the Astros 6-4. The Blue Jays allowed 5 hits in the game. It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. For Game 6 of the World Series, C.J. Wilson tossed a dominating complete game shutout, leading the Halos to the win over the Cubs, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Hello? Hello? Does not work.
No one's watching it anyway, so who cares?
Oh, Longoria's going down.
Well, you look like a Mexican. That's too much of a time tank.
Who, this guy?
You. He's a farmer tan Mexican.
Okay, I gotta change that then.
Oh my god.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I don't know what they did to me. They did something.
Well, I'm gonna play Roblox.
Can they just call me up?
And you can just end this and we can do a normal video.
Can you just...
Or not a video about finding Asian.
Boy. Surprised? No, I know.
We are. Just gotta find them. That's what it's so funny.
With the first-year player draft behind us, here's what happened on the diamond yesterday. Starting in the AL East, the Rays total 11 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 8-4. The Toronto Blue Jays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-3. The Detroit Tigers It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Starting in the American League Central, the Royals totaled 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 8-5. As of today, the Royals are in third place in the AL Central, 11 games out of first. The Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. For Game 4 of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Cubs' first baseman, number 44, added 3 RBIs to his total as the Cubs were winners over the Twins, sweeping their way to a World Series championship. It has been an incredible year for them and a dominant postseason run. We'll see if they can do it again next year. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Angels cracked 16 hits on the day as they destroyed the Rays 9-3. The Boston Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-1. The Blue Jays Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the AL East, the Rays smacked 15 team hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-3.